Just for the record, for our producer, can you say and spell your name for me and your title?
Jimmy Travis, Chief Jimmy Travis, Jimmytravis, Chief of Operations, Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Office.
Okay. And talk to me, I know you guys just held a press conference. Talk to me a little bit about what was
All right,
said
we
at
had
the
a,
press conference.
we were updating our incident we had from Saturday night where we had a high school party here in Hammond with kids there that ended up in gunfire and a 16-year-old's death. But
What's the update?
the update is, so far we've made numerous arrests. We have both adult and juvenile arrests that was involved in it. It started out, they were having a party. A female went live dancing on one of the live social medias. Boyfriend saw it, got upset, went over to the party where he physically body slammed her onto the ground. He went up to her, approached her, and body slammed her for doing that. Once he did that, one of the other subjects there at the party, he was an adult, 18 years old, Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams approaches the 17-year-old. They have words, threats of fighting and things like that. And then the 17-year-old gets in the car and he leaves. He turns around, he leaves, and a little while later returns. As he's doing, he drives past the residence. They're sitting out in front. Jalen Williams and 3 juveniles are sitting out front of the home where the party was going on in a car. He turns around, he comes back by, and we call it, they were slow rolling by. Well, just as they went past the house, at that time, our 17-year-old shooter leans out the vehicle and starts firing at the vehicle in which Jalen Williams is in with the 3 juveniles. Just before they opened fire, one of the juveniles, Leonard Williams, 16 years old, he exits the vehicle to go back into the house. Apparently, he did not want to have any part of what was going on or what was fixing to go on. So the vehicle one with the 17-year-old shooter, he starts firing shots at this Lexus that Jalen Williams was sitting in with at that time, 2 juveniles. They start returning fire. So it's a shootout. They're shooting, and as the car with the 17-year-old shooter, the Dodge Journey, starts proceeding west, the Lexus with Jalen Williams and the other 2 juveniles started pursuing and firing. So the cars are shooting back and forth at each other. Immediately after that, we were contacted by 911. We responded to find Leonard Williams dead on scene.
So this is essentially a high school. Was it on a football Friday night? It's starting to come back to me.
It was on Saturday night, this past Saturday night. Yes, it was Saturday night.
So essentially a high school type of fight that turned into a shootout.
It was a high school party. There was some physical violence, and then there was an argument, and later resulted into a firefight.
And it sounds like this argument was over a girl.
It was over the way our 17-year-old shooter physically assaulted his girlfriend.
And I'm just changing my shot here. How many people and who is in custody at this time?
Okay, currently we have 3 adults in custody. We have the 18-year-old Jalen Williams from Hammond. He's charged with obstruction, evidence tampering, second-degree murder, and 3 counts of contributed delinquency of a juvenile. We have 18-year-old Corey Williams. Corey Williams was not actually involved in this initial altercation. He showed up on scene while we were out trying to process the crime scene, interfering with the officers. At one time, he removed a gun from his vehicle, and then he got back in his vehicle when officers went to stop him, and he fled. So he was charged with evidence interfering with the officers. The car that the 17-year-old driver was in, the 17-year-old shooter was in, was driven by another juvenile. He goes home, tells his grandmother everything that happened, and she failed to contact authorities. So therefore, it made her an accessory after the fact to what went on. And until we discovered it later yesterday afternoon, We have not been notified. She just it felt like it wasn't important, didn't want to cooperate, didn't contact authorities, so we've charged her with obstruction. We have two 17-year-olds. Well, we have three 17-year-olds that's currently in juvenile detention being held. We have a 16-year-old, and we're looking for another 16-year-old that was a passenger in the car that started the shooting initially.
So, obviously, you can't, the juveniles, but do we have any mugshots or anything like that on the adults that you have in custody that you could share with
Those
us?
are something we're gonna have to send those out in
Send
email.
those out,
Right.
okay. What do you want to get out there about, if any one soundbite airs on the 6 o'clock news tonight, what do you want to get out there about this one person you're still looking for?
This person we're still looking for. We're not releasing the information yet. We're just hoping that they will come turn themselves in and cooperate with authorities on this. You know, our biggest thing now is I guess getting a message out to these teenagers. You know, guns end badly. You know, these kids, they want to go get these guns. They want to get, you know, lots of guns. They want to ride around. They want to take and go to a high school party armed. And then the minute there's a verbal disturbance, it was a verbal, physical, you know, it was a physical altercation between a boyfriend and girlfriend that turned into a verbal. And the next thing you know, it's a shootout. We've recovered over 30 rounds of ammunition, spent casings, in front of the house and along the edges of the road out there. And it was senseless. It was senseless. And most of these kids, and we're not talking about, most of these were all students. These were students currently enrolled in local high schools. We're not talking about dropouts. We're not talking about, you know, we're talking about the good kids. You know, kids that's going to school, kids that's achieving. One of the kids, I mean, he was a star football player. You know, and now, you know, due to this senseless tragedy, the rest of their lives is going to be affected by this. If they're charged as an adult, they're looking at life in prison.
You got lives ruined over an argument.
Yeah.